On Sunday night, Drake finally responded to Kendrick Lamar's onslaught of diss tracks with his own The Heart Part 6. In that song, he did two things. Number one, he essentially gave his concession speech and said that this was no longer fun for him and, accused Kendrick Lamar of doing too much. Yeah, all right. But the other thing that he did was that he attempted to refute many of Kendrick Lamar's salacious accusations of child trafficking and pedophilia, and also asked for Kendrick to address Drake's own salacious accusations toward Kendrick. He is physically abusive towards his wife, and that the son that they are raising was actually fathered by Kendrick's business partner. I know, this stuff is really, really messy. This is really like reality TV with beats and raps over it. It's crazy. If you watched my emergency Wake Up Tonight live stream from Saturday, I initially said the first person who provides proof to support their accusations wins the battle. But as I'm recording this video, I no longer believe that. Requiring hip hop to provide truth is a very, very slippery slope. Let's talk about it. Mic check. What's going on, everybody? My name is Armond. Wake up. I'm a rapidy rapper. I'm a wellness coach. I'm a connector. I'm a communicator. And I curate safe spaces for exploration. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Leave your valuable commentary. I don't really respond to faceless trolls like that. If you want to connect deeper, go to ArmondWakeUp.com, sign up for my newsletter, join my Patreon, lots and lots of extra bonus content and access that you do not get on these social media platforms. But if you want to follow me on social media, I'm primarily on Instagram, and funny enough, this rap beef has resurrected Twitter for me, so I guess you can follow me on Twitter at ArmondWakeUp, ARMOND Wake Up, all one word. Let's get into the shenanigans. So I initially was asking for either Drake or Kendrick Lamar to provide factual evidence to support their accusations towards the other within this rap beef. Accusations! And now I realize that's not necessary because ultimately it doesn't matter. Now, in a sense of rap beef and hip hop conflict, two scenarios come to mind. The first one comes from 2001 when Jay-Z took the stage at Hot 97 Summer Jam and declared war on Nas and Mobb Deep, world premiering his classic record, The Takeover. In that record, he accused Prodigy of being a ballerina.
When I was weight back in '88, you was a ballerina. I got the picture. I seen
you. The angle hit, people loved it, and it definitely damaged Mobb Deep, specifically Prodigy's super thug, tough guy image that he had spent his entire career solidifying. Now, I own Prodigy's autobiography, and in this book, he provides context behind the picture that Jay-Z infamously showed on the Summer Jam screen. So his grandmother was a popular dance instructor in New York, and every year she put on an event at Carnegie Hall. And of course, she wanted to involve her grandchild. So in the pamphlet, the program for the event, there was a picture of young Prodigy. Now, according to Prodigy, he dressed like Michael Jackson because in the 80s, a lot of young kids wanted to be Michael Jackson. It makes sense. And when you look at the picture, nothing about it says ballerina. But by then, the damage had already been done. It also doesn't help that in 2001, Jay-Z is the guy. He's getting ready to drop Blueprint. Rockefeller is in its prime, whereas in 2001, Mobb Deep put out their album Infamy, and it wasn't great in the way that the infamous Hell on Earth and even Murder Music was. So they were on a downward trajectory a little bit, and that played into the public perception of who won the battle. People liked Jay, people weren't so high on Mobb Deep, so they went with Jay-Z. The second example that comes to mind is 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, their infamous brawl in a recording studio, and 50 Cent's claims that Ja Rule and Irv Gotti had an order of protection against 50 Cent. Now, the difference between the Prodigy situation and the Ja Rule situation is that Prodigy waited the better part of a decade to address the picture. Ja Rule and Irv Gotti addressed the order of protection while the battle was going on. And come to find out, it was the studio engineer that went to the police station and had the order of protection made. And because members of Murder Inc. were fighting with G-Unit, Ja Rule and Irv Gotti's names appear on the order of protection. But ultimately, that didn't matter because at the time, 50 Cent was the hot new star and Ja Rule was the super popular hit maker that people were getting a little tired of. So again, facts don't always matter in the court of public opinion. So let's talk about the public discourse that surrounds Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. I think the general consensus is that Kendrick Lamar has the better diss records, right? But let's just say hypothetically that Drake provides concrete evidence that supports his salacious claims against Kendrick. Does that put a damper on everything that Kendrick Lamar said? Is that validity that Drake needs in order to win the battle? We have videos and articles of Drake being a creep. We have rumors of Drake being into some stuff. But the way that Kendrick Lamar was talking, he has enough evidence to put Drake under the jail. But what if it comes out that Kendrick Lamar was lying? I don't even think that's something that people are considering because Kendrick has zero pressure, zero incentive to either provide proof that what he's saying about Drake is true or to disprove the accusations of domestic violence that are against him. People just already believe Kendrick. And it's very funny to me that social media of all places, the cesspool of misinformation, is calling for facts and substantial evidence to come from either side. When social media says information, when social media says proof, they really just mean confirmation bias. I already believe what I want to believe, and I want evidence that validates what I already want to believe. And the larger conversation of hip hop being truthful, I'm on record saying all of these rappers lie all the time. They lie about having ghostwriters. They lie about being super tough. They lie about being gangsters. They lie about having myriads of women when they're actually married. They just lie. And nobody asks for proof. So why now, in order to bring this conflict to a close, are we calling for either party to provide evidence that supports truth? Hip hop in so many ways lies to us all the time. And we're okay with it because it's entertaining, but we're not okay with it when? Is this not entertaining? Like, there's so many spaces for contradiction. And I say this all the time, everything is wrestling. I go into hip hop not needing my raps to be 100% authentic. I understand that I'm being entertained. However, everybody doesn't share that same perspective. So let me know what you think. Does either side need proof to solidify their win in this battle? Who do you have winning? If you want to hear me really break this battle down, make sure you listen to my hip hop podcast, Clock Radio Speakers. You can go to clockradiospeakers.com or anywhere you get podcasts for the free preview. Full episodes are available on our Patreon. Also, June 8th, I will be hosting my first in-person hip hop and wellness space called the Kairos Kickback. We're actually using the anatomy of diss records as a foundation to talk about various wellness practices like healthy and unhealthy conflict resolution. I will be co-facilitating that discussion as an MC and a certified wellness coach. I will also be joined by my wife, who is an independently licensed social worker and clinical therapist. Tickets are not available to the public just yet. Head over to armondwakeup.com, sign up for my newsletter, and you will be made aware of when tickets go on sale. But if you sign up to my personal Patreon, tickets are available now at a cheaper price. So let me know what y'all think, man. Really appreciate you guys for watching this video. My name is Armond Wake Up, and y'all be cool how y'all be cool.